have to say,
Okay.
single
Okay.
mom for all of 2 years, and I have to say, I hate it here.
Single mom.
I
Okay.
don't hate being a mom. I don't hate having kids, but I hate the fact that I only had two options: either stay in an unhealthy, dysfunctional relationship or do it all on my own. And see, when I was a stay-at-home mom, I did the cooking, the cleaning. I was a primary person in charge of taking care of the children. And here I thought that that was a totally different category than being a working mom. As a working mom, I'm literally still doing all of the same stay-at-home mom shit,
Yes.
just on a different schedule. But now with the added mental stress load of how do I pay every bill by myself?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even the part that frustrates me. The kicker is that this is culturally normal and even
Yeah.
embraced, that if you're a single mom, you're just going to struggle and that's it.
Yo, she
You
spit
said a
some
lot.
bars, man. I didn't even much want to like stop the video because I normally hate to say we
Yeah.
stopped it, but I'm gonna start this over, right? Because she said a couple of things that, and I'm kind of worried about because she was talking about saying in an unhealthy relationship, right? But
Or
what does that mean though? Like, is that
so
it's like
she's
she's
trying to
saying,
give a. So this is the thing with her argument. Um. So some people are in bad situations in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but she wants to say that she either should have stayed with this crazy guy
Yeah.
or she'll just be a single mom because she's saying single mom is not good.
Yeah.
But being with somebody crazy ain't good either.
But
And wait, hold on. A lot of these single mothers say, "Oh, well, the dad is no good. He was abusive, so now I'm a single mom as an excuse." So I wish she didn't say that because a lot of single moms say that, and that's why they're single. They're trying to find somebody else to be the dad because their person was toxic and all of that. And that's not most cases. A lot of them are just be lying. So I'm glad. I wish she didn't say it like that because single mom go, I'm not gonna be with him. I'm not gonna stay. I'm gonna be a single mom because that's better.
But I thought women just want the man to pay all the bills, right? They didn't care about the carrots and all that stuff. She was a stay-at-home mom. You know what I'm saying? She was a stay-at-home. So why the fuck give a fuck about what other stuff he got going on, right? Because I thought y'all just want a nigga to take all the bills. He did that. So that's where I'm like, hold on now.
She was
So
staying at
so this
home,
guy,
right?
this guy's paying all the bills and letting you be a stay-at-home parent, right? So he's not, so he's taking
That's
care of
true.
everything.
That means that
But
yeah.
you said he was bad and toxic, and you ain't saying like why. Like, cause that can mean anything. That can say he yelled too much. That can mean he left his clothes in the bathroom on the floor. He didn't pick up behind himself. That can mean he wanted sex more often than she did. Like, that can mean anything, right? Or that can go to the worst things, right? Because if a person is abused, they most of the time they'll say he abused me.
Well,
So she says toxic. That means
toxic.
they had a couple fucking arguments. What does that
So
mean?
this was toxic, a non-serious manner. Toxic look like this, right? That's not serious. He plays a lot of video games. She wants him to compromise, right? To stop playing video games less and to maybe take her out on more dates. He doesn't do it. It's been a year past. He still doesn't do it. Maybe he tried it. It didn't work. Second year, all right, he put the video game down and took her out on one of the dates, but it wasn't enough. Third year, he just gave up. All right, that's toxic.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy. So
No, but I'm serious. That sounds crazy, but some people may not think what I says is like, it's bad, and some people may think, well, that's insane. He should have compromised. He should have put that game down. Fuck that game. Some people feel differently about what I probably had said just now. But remember, when I say life, y'all know, if you don't know, I say life threatening. If it's not life threatening, everything doesn't need to end. Okay,
yeah.
sometimes it don't need to end.
Mm-hmm.
It just means you need to take your ass in another room and you go
Cool
do what you
your
do
ass
for
down.
a second. He go do what he's doing for a second. Seek some type of marriage counseling. All right. Okay, he doesn't want to go, or you don't want to go, or you don't want to go until maybe a specific person is the one who's helping you out. Okay, it's always gonna be a problem.
Yeah. So I
It's always
said
gonna be a
that I
problem.
said the nigga. So let me talk about the positive now with her. I love that she made this video, honestly, even though I said that at the beginning, right? But I love that she made this video because this is one of the more realer videos that she said. I didn't like that toxic crap, whatever. just say you left your man just because you didn't want to be with him no more. Let's just be real. Like, right? You didn't want to be with him. You thought you could find something else better, right? You didn't like that y'all argued or how he talked to you or something like that. All right, cool. So just say, hey, I wanted, I thought it was something better out there for me. I still look good. I'm still young, right? I got the little yellow earrings. I get any man I want type of deal, right? Because men was hollering at you. Just say that type of stuff, right? But what the good thing she's doing with this video is she's showing the other side, right? Like it's you're doing more work being a single mom than what you are as a wife. Like that's why I don't get
Well, she was a stay at home.
Like imagine all the stuff, right, that you do to get the kids ready to go to school, right? And then and we doing it together, right, to get them to school and type of stuff, right? Imagine you was doing all that yourself. You taking them to school.
Oh, like I don't have a man.
Yeah, you go pick them up, right? Because she drop them off, I pick them up from school, all that type of stuff, right? So you know what I mean. You doing everything, and then you got to come home and cook and stuff like that after you just work 8 hours, cooking, and then you do that every day for years.
People do it.
That is crazy.
People do it, and that's why they say they're strong. The strong woman. So
that shit is not
single mom for all of 2 years, and I have to say, I hate it here. I don't hate being a mom. I don't hate having kids, but I hate the fact that I only had two options: either stay in an unhealthy, dysfunctional relationship, or do it all.
She just said unhealthy, dysfunctional, so that doesn't mean abuse exactly at all.
On my own. And see, when I was a stay-at-home mom, I did the cooking, the cleaning. I was a primary person in charge of taking care of the children. And here I thought that was a totally different category than being a working mom. As a working mom, I'm literally still doing all of the same stay-at-home mom shit, just on a different schedule. But now with the added mental stress load of how do I pay every bill by myself? Yes. And that's not even the part that frustrates me. The kicker is that this is culturally normal and even embraced, that if you're a single mom, you're just going to struggle and that's it. Like I could be on the brink of a mental breakdown, literally underwater, telling people like, I do not know how to make this better. And someone will ask me, what's wrong? Are you okay? No, I'm not. And the response is, well, you know, it's hard out here for everybody. And I get it. We all have our challenges. We're all going through our own struggles. But why is it culturally normal for this to be the only other option? Like at this point, I'm about to start dating other moms to see who wants to co-mother together. Because the fact that we're all just isolated, but going through this.
I had somebody tell me that the other day, actually.
Why they want to just share a man then if that's the case?
We're going to get into that.
Let's be real.
Come on now.
Let's be real.
That's not the same thing.
You can co-parent with another woman, but you can't all right.
That's not the same thing.
I'm just saying now.
Not the same.
Same exact challenges at the same time just feels ridiculous.
Yo.
Okay.
Dang, that video, man, they had a lot of good points, man. So she said she was in a dysfunctional marriage, which was stressful and unhealthy. Not being a single mother, she still has the stress. Plus, yeah, he didn't love her. I wouldn't say he didn't love her, right? Because God showed love in a different way. But honestly, like we all go through, you know what I mean, different things, right? So say if we're going through a bad time in a relationship, right? It's your job to make it better, right? Sometimes you gotta let your ego go. Hey, all right, you know, let me check myself out and make sure I'm wrong on this situation, right? If you ain't trying to think it through, or you're not trying to say, hey, you know what, this really not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to argue about this. This is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about it. It's not, I don't care. Right. And move forward. You know what I'm saying? But too many people holding on too much baggage, man. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. See, sometimes playing video games is more exciting than the company of a man. You want to read that again?
That was funny.
He said, modern women slow it down a bit in them being so-called more mentally mature than men. Maybe they will find more compatibility with the men they choose to be with. Yeah, man, it's like a more of a superiority, right? They just thinking like, oh, guys, you know what I'm saying? They not emotionally intelligent and making up all these different like terms and stuff like that. And guys, we just simple. Like we try not to stress on the smaller things because we got the weight of the world on us, right? We got to make sure the family gets to the next level. We got to make sure the family is protected. So we have a lot of more different elements that we thinking about. So we're not going to really be thinking about the emotional part because if somebody breaking into the house, I'm not gonna say, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" and I'm crying and I'm hugging you. No, it's time to go to work, right? And that's how we look at everything. We look at it everything like when I'm going out there to the workforce, I got to make sure I'm bringing something back home, because if I'm going out there and I'm not bringing nothing back, it's going to be a problem.
And then you also have to understand that men and women are different. All men and women are different. All men are different. You might have a more emotional man. I'm not talking about in a bad way. You might have a more emotional man, more like a nurturing type of man.
I got a story.
Versus just, a man who's more masculine, right? So whoever you marry, you need to know what type of man you have. If you have a more masculine man, I think they call those the alphas. I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that. If you have a more masculine man, you have to understand that he's not going to come with all of these emotions. He may not understand your every cry or your every, reach out for help. He might not know how, right? If you say it to him, he might know how to respond or help you. All right. So you got to have other sources.
Might tell you get over it.
Yeah, he might laugh and say to get over it.
Like, shit ain't that big of a deal.
He is not all the way wrong. Some people may say that it may be inconsiderate, but is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm not saying that he's being. Some people will say, "Oh, he's being an asshole. He don't care about me." Okay, some men don't know how to do all that because they're a man. Mm-hmm. So we have to understand who we are. Okay, he may not be able to properly change a diaper. Okay, you could train him, but he just may not be coordinated in that. Just like if he wants you to go, let's say, fix the toilet and do some type of plumbing work. You ain't all coordinated to hold that drill and put it steady in this mark. I mean, you got to look at both sides. You might not be all coordinated to do all the manly things that he does, but he needs your help right now. Mm-hmm. Then what you gonna do? I can't do it. You gonna say no?
There's a lot of lights.
Really? You asking me? I just got my nails done.
There's a lot of lights inside the house. In the house, whatever. A lot of lights.
You can't count us. You can't count us.
No, I be asking her, hey, hold this like this. Baby, she be doing the best she can, whatever.
But you can't count us because we flip houses and stuff. I'm talking about like a regular household. Like some ladies, y'all don't want to get down and dirty if your man needs help. So you gotta look at both sides. He's not as emotional. He might not know all of these crazy mother instincts. He's a father. He's going to do fatherly things. So we have to separate it and be okay with it. As long as that he's not being neglectful and he's not, harming the child or whatever the case is, then it should be okay.
Yeah, well, so story time, guys. So, man, I remember, right, we was at work. And so we had an active shooter come on. We had like an active shooter come on base, right? So what it was like the sign. So they was like, hey, it might be meet somebody that's there. So it was a guy in there. Man, he said he started screaming. He got scared. This guy is not, he's not shaky. He's not like this, right? Whatever. But he liked women. But he was like, he was screaming and scared. And he got behind a woman. He said, "Can you protect me? I'm scared." And blah. And all the women in there was like, "Yo, you are." You know what I'm saying? They was just like, "You so soft," and like going hard at him and stuff like that, right? Because that emotions was coming out, that fear was coming out, right? So you would want a man to be emotionally intelligent to tell you how he's feeling until some shit going down. No, you don't want to hear that when there's some shit going down, right? But you want to hear what you want to hear, right? So you got to be careful what you ask for, because those emotionally intelligent men, a lot of times they can become off soft, and they're not afraid to express their emotions and stuff like that, like you want them to, but you're going to look at it as weakness.
Yeah, you're going to complain that he even said that. Well, what do you mean?
Yep. So Bilal said the children will even more messed up, and the single woman starts doing that. Why not just give the child to the father if he's financially capable of paying and just paying child? Exactly, man. And this is what, I tell men to do. Right? Get custody of your kid if you're possible. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, letting her do it all or everything by yourself.
She's so stressed out.
Yeah, like you take the child, right? Take her to court or whatever you have to do. Y'all have a agreement or something like that. You know what I mean? Because the child's gonna be better off in your hands.
Or just do 50-50 if you can co-parent properly.
Yeah.
Then do 50-50. You guys have to live in the same exact city, live in the same area where the kid goes to that school. Where it makes sense, where you pick them up from Monday to Wednesday and she pick them up to, Thursday to Friday. Like, make it make sense. And 50-50 is always better for the child. Yeah. As long as y'all can get it together.
Hey, okay. okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold.